Two teams fighting for one berth in Super Bowl 55 in Tampa. Let's do it. It's NFC Championship time. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Denzel Mims.
The pass.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Grady Jarrett forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
19 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 20.
They ain't ready for us.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Denzel Mims, 72 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Tucker McCann for the extra.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Darren Lee on the tackle. 2 yards on the.
Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 29-yard line. He's up north of 100 yards receiving now in this NFC Championship game. And it's a 1st down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22.
Atlanta.
Here's a quick throw right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Love. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
It's another Washington 1st down. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 6 yards away. And Washington able to make this a close game again. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw here. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Steps away to his left. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's able to find Inman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run with Love. Room here to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Love. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And Washington has made this a one-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Falcons 28, Washington 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He was looking for Albert Okuebuna was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, his 2nd sack of the night. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, Love. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Dontrell Inman in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Falcons 31, Washington 28.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Open man is Sims. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
Watch the twist. Check the backer, check the backer.
On first down, it's Love. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Diggs on the tackle.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And Washington Washington has taken the lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you said 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30.
They'll run it again with Barkley. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That's taken in by Duvernay. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
14. First down, Atlanta.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He makes touchdown, Falcons.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 38, Washington 35. Tucker McCann.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. And now here's Inman bringing in the pass. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Here we go.
On second down now, it's Love. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mine's 50, mine's 50.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Love. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
I'm coming after you. 19.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. Forced out to his left. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
19-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the fourth with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
8-yard pickup. First down, Falcons.
A first down carry for Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Switch. Watch out.
And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Coming to you. 56 is mine. 56 is mine. I got you, boy.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
First down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 20-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Justin Madubuike in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
On the play. It's 4th down.
Back to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now
ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Tonight's final score.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year?